Welcome to the Final Ghost podcast. This is Anna, co-founder of the Final Ghost Collective and your podcast host. We're heading into our third season. So far in the podcast, we've explored the figure of the witch and the monstrous feminine, and now things are about to get tasty. From this Friday, we're going to be covering the most elegant of cinematic monsters, the vampire. No other horror icon has been so widely adapted and reinterpreted as the vampire. They're romantic, tragic, terrifying, sympathetic, and erotic. Sometimes. Vampires have often represented sex, drugs, and excellent tailoring. From the audience members who fainted at the sight of Bela Lugosi's cape in the first screen adaptation of Dracula in 1931 to the sparkly teenage appeal of Twilight's Edward Cullen, the vampire has been as much a monster as an object of desire. And in this season, we'll be exploring all things vampiric. We'll cover silent cinema monsters and art house vampires, romantic bloodsuckers and action-heavy vampire hunters. We'll look at how vampires have evolved in horror cinema and why we're so into them. Starting from this week, a new episode will land in your feed every Friday. And every week, I'll be joined by a special guest to discuss a vampire film or two. You can subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or the podcast platform of your choice. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at The Final Ghost UK. This season is made possible with the support of Arrow Video, who bring you the very best in cult, horror, and genre films, specializing in deluxe definitive home entertainment editions with uncut versions, newly commissioned artwork, specially curated extras, and booklets. We'll be recommending a film from their vast catalogue in every episode of the season. Join me and my guests over this next season of the Final Ghost podcast to explore the vampire in horror cinema.